Welcome back to It's a Small Disney Podcast. I'm Eric. Across from me is my hair metal baby, April. Today we're going to get rocking. Nothing?
I mean, what am I supposed to say?
Nothing?
I'm trying to think
baby!
of
Something like that.
Okay.
Your best Steven Tyler impression.
No, sorry, I suck.
We're going to be talking about Disney's Hollywood Studios' very own rock and roller coaster.
Oh, God.
What?
I wish people could see your face. You make it so hard sometimes.
Before that though, counting down the days to our next trip, correct?
Oh, yeah.
What's our countdown at now?
Okay, I'm going to guess. I'm going to say 53 days.
53 days. Exactly. As of recording, we are 45 days.
Ooh, I like
away.
You better. I like that better. Yes.
So
45. That's so close, yet so far away.
Yeah, we did a little modification recently. We got a little overzealous, I guess you would say, when we first booked this, and we thought, you know what, our kids would be fine for almost a week, and then we started getting closer.
They won't need us.
We literally just went on a one night away for our anniversary to just Indianapolis, which is not very far from us, and it was something.
Yeah.
A lot of phone calls, a lot of text messages, kids acting like they've never been away. We've never been away before.
And it's just, it's all hit and miss. Sometimes they're like that, sometimes they're not, but we can't be all the way in Florida. And that
we were
happened,
originally going to be going for like 5 days.
Yeah.
So we've cut it down
to
our 3-day trip. So,
like an extended weekend.
Yeah. So it's kind of what we normally do, but we were trying to give ourselves like a little Christmas present. We're like,
well, I mean, and that's our Christmas present, but like I'm almost done with nurse practitioner school, so it was going to be like a nice little, just a little break in between clinicals and just something to relax. But 3 days is definitely. I mean, we cannot even be complaining about being able to go for just even 3 days.
No,
So.
we're going to do it a little different. I think we should. Maybe in a couple of weeks, maybe we should record a episode kind of previewing our trip and what we're going to try to do in 3 days at Disney.
Are we going to plan the trip on the podcast?
Well, we've already really planned it, but we're going to talk about it, maybe let people listen in. We're going to do it a little different. We've not done it this way before.
It's going to be interesting.
So maybe we'll talk about it before we go, or maybe we'll just not, and when we get back, we'll see what happens.
Okay, let's do that. Whatever. I'll do whatever you tell me to do.
All right, well, let's go on down to Hollywood Studios here and see the biggest guitar you've ever seen.
I cannot wait.
Your favorite roller coaster.
My favorite roller coaster, up there with my favorite. It's on the top, like
all time
3
rides.
of my favorite rides.
So, all right, let's get into it.
Okay. Well, I wish I knew like a rock and roll type of thing to say. I don't. I don't know how to make those noises that you just made.
Get us a stretch.
Oh my God.
Come on.
Okay. Well,
Nothing.
No. I mean, I'm trying. See, I'm a terrible co-host because I don't know funny things. Okay. Sometimes I don't know what to say back to you. So I'm just like.
It's okay. You're giving them a little inside of how you feel. And maybe this is their backstage passes, their VIP passes.
Oh my God. All right. Let's just get into this. Okay. So it opened in
1998.
And what was Hollywood Studios called then?
MGM.
And they announced the ride, which they planned on having open for the 10th anniversary of the park, right? I've always wondered, why do they choose Aerosmith, right? Like, just such a strange, I get they were probably bigger then, but I've just always thought that was strange. So apparently they weren't their Disney's first choice. So the first band that they approached was the Rolling Stones, which of course is very iconic, but they wanted $10 million to do it. So that was too expensive for Disney.
You imagine now though that Disney spends like that much on like one
right?
episode of like Grogu. I mean, that's it.
But I couldn't imagine it being anything but Aerosmith. But I mean, I guess the Rolling Stones would have been cool too.
I mean, they're
yeah. And then they went on to Kiss.
Now that would have been cool.
Which seems just wild
Getting
to
blood
me.
splattered on you.
Like Kiss doesn't seem very family friendly. Like that family. None of these bands do.
Wanna rock and roll all night. Kiss is very like radio rock. If you didn't see them and you just heard like I want to rock and roll all night and party every day on the radio, you'd be like, dang man, yeah, let's go. And then you see, live, Gene Simmons and the makeup and all that stuff. So
and it doesn't scream Disney.
Yeah.
But and then the other one was U2.
Now get out of here. Boring.
Which I think
most
that's so
boring
strange.
band ever.
Yeah, that to me is
the
not
only band
high
to
energy.
ever.
But I could be totally wrong. Oh my God, people may be screaming at us right now. But
they can like you too. It's fine. But
Yeah.
they're the only band that ever infiltrate your iPhone for free.
Well, it's
Remember when
I don't
everybody
remember.
got the free U2 song on iTunes?
when was that?
COVID, I think, a couple of years ago. I don't know. But everybody was like, I don't want this. You have to delete
Why
it.
did they do that?
Because they're U2.
Was it a song made just for that?
Yeah, it was about iPhones.
No, it wasn't.
Yeah,
You're
it was
lying.
about the creation of iPhones.
You're lying.
No,
I
look
can
it
never
up.
tell if you're serious or not. Did you say look it up?
Hmm?
Okay. So, of course, none of those, but U2 just wasn't even interested.
Yeah, that sounds about
Yeah.
right.
So, anyway, because but they weren't interested in being part of a thrill ride. Like, nothing about their music screams like thrill ride to
No,
me,
uh-uh.
Then they went with their fourth choice, which was Aerosmith, which they were also working with them, Disney was, on a soundtrack for Armageddon. So it just sort of went hand in hand. Here you go. He's getting ready to sing.
Don't want to miss a thing, even when I try to
So basically, this whole podcast is going to just be you singing.
Okay, I'll stop.
Okay, so of course they agreed, and they also had a more reasonable price, and then the rest is history, So, Aerosmith, I think, has an appeal that they appeal to different people, different types of rock fans, different type of rock fans, and they're accessible for family audiences who may not even really be into that kind of thing. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
So I think they were a good choice, but we'll talk about that later. Okay, so you want to go over the construction?
Yeah, construction began February 1998, and the track layout was completed by June 1998.
Well, they were actually on time with this.
Oh, yeah.
Like, compared to some of the other stuff that I've read about it, like, this went, like, as planned kind of thing. But anyway, go on.
Yeah, and it's in the back of Sunset Boulevard. If you ever in Hollywood, it's right beside Tower of Terror. That part of the park is designed to invoke the glitz and glamour of Hollywood's golden age. So
I love it.
You've got the golden age. You got everything kind of classic. Like looking down, you got the old Hollywood Towers Hotel, and then now you've got this rock studio over here, and it kind of turns into like, it's got gold like around the railing and stuff. Looks like you're walking up to like a venue and things like that.
That's my favorite part of Hollywood Studios is Sunset Boulevard.
You love that.
I love it because I
go
love
into every
history.
shop and it takes forever.
I love history, and I just love I love walking into that because I feel like I'm just walking into not like walking down like not really just history, but like old Hollywood history. And those are my two favorite things. So I just love every part of it. And I hate when we go because I always feel like I'm rushed through that area because of the way we usually do our park days. And I hate being rushed going through there. But whatever, it is what it is. now we have the grand opening, and you had mentioned that the layout was complete by June 1999, so the actual ride opened in July of
I think I might have actually said 1998.
1998. Okay, so the ride opened in 1999.
99, okay.
Okay, and then so Aerosmith was part of the grand opening, which I think is so awesome.
That is
and
awesome.
It was an invitation only party, right? So I'm not for sure how they did how they did it. Honestly, I couldn't really find, but winners were taken. So I guess maybe there was like some type of contest or maybe a drawing or something, and winners were taken to the park in stretch limousines.
It was probably whoever was not the main winner of competition, the singing competition they used to have there at Hollywood all the time. Simon Cowell was the host and all of it.
American Idol.
American Idol.
All the losers from American Idol.
It was the people that didn't make it to the final. So if you were like the 6th place on American Idol, you got
to go in the stretch limousine. Okay, well I think that you're a bigger winner if you got to do this.
Sure. Look at Kelly Clarkson.
She didn't make it anywhere, but look at these guys, right? They got to go.
Yeah.
So apparently there was also some type of performance by a painter, Danny Dent, and that I guess they actually, and people got to watch a performance by him.
Blue Man Group?
They painted.
I don't know.
But anyway, that picture that I guess was painted during that time from the special event is on display near the exit of the ride.
Oh, I have
so
to pay
when we
attention
go,
to that.
we'll have to look for that next time.
Nice.
So when you actually get into the ride, you have a pre-show.
Oh yeah.
Right? Do you want to tell us about the pre-show?
Pre-show is cool because it's like Disney. You got your cues and your lines, and that's such a big positive point for me when it comes to Disney because they keep you entertained during the lines.
Well, let's talk about that for a second. Like the queue, when you're going through the queue there, tell them about like the queue part, like before we get to the pre-show. Yeah.
Okay, I will say when this ride gets a very long wait time and you don't have fast passes, you're in some sun if it's a hot day. Like the queue is not covered until you get to like kind of inside the building.
Yeah.
And then you kind of go in and out of sun. So you go like under and out and under.
Yes.
So highly recommend trying to get a fast pass for this, or if you're going to wait in line, do it.
Fast pass.
Yeah, fast pass.
You mean that's not what it's called anymore?
Lightning lane.
I was like, wait
Leave
a
me
second,
alone.
what?
I still live in the past.
All right, Steven Tyler.
A lightning lane, I'm sorry, for this. And then if you're going to wait in line, I'd do it in the evening. I mean,
or first thing in the morning.
If it's hot, we have done this.
Oh, we've done this multiple
without
ways.
lightning lanes,
Yes.
fast passes, and it's a sweaty mess by the time you get in there.
And
but
you got kids. Fuck,
it's the best feeling ever though when that air conditioner hits you.
Walk
and you're
into
walking there.
that, yeah.
So you're walking into the studio. It's like they're going to give you like a little backstage tour. So you walk in, you finally get in there, and you're like in a recording area. So you got like the glass in front of you, and there's like a hologram of the band in the background, and it's like, oh hey guys, what's up? And then you're sitting there, and then eventually you get some backstage VIP passes to go on this ride. One of the greatest people of Disney is in there helping you get to the show. Their tour manager, her name is Elena Douglas.
She just looks like she's so frustrated with these men. I mean,
She
she's been
probably
working
is.
all day.
And then
she's trying to get them in line to get them to this show, and all they're doing is just messing around. Like they're always late. She can't keep anybody on time.
And now she's got to get like 15 stretch limos.
And then all of a sudden, at the end, right before you leave, you throwing on her that we're going to put 50 people. We got to get 50 people there.
Yeah. So as you the rider, you're going to the show, and the roller coaster is basically your stretch limousine ride to the show. So Elena, I don't know what's her name did they say her name in the queue?
I'm not for sure.
But that's the actress's name. She's in one of my favorite movies, The New Guy. If you don't know that, it's probably a canceled movie by now because it was a very raunchy early 2000 comedy. but it's funny. But yeah, she's very nice. She's very patient with Steven and the crew, getting all these people passes and limousine rides to the show. There is a little controversy that in the beginning, Steven Tyler, when he looks out to the crowd, he's apparently doing the shocker sign with his hands.
The hand gesture.
Yeah. I'm not going to say what that is. And now I guess it shows him he's just got like all his whole hand up. So that was kind of something interesting. I never paid attention to that.
No.
But apparently that's a thing.
And I wonder, and I wish I'd looked this up, but I wonder when they switched it over. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, I wonder how long it took them to discover and who pointed it out.
I don't know.
Like, who was that Karen in the audience that was like,
somebody
oh
that canceled Dane Cook back in the day, probably too.
But
yeah, you get through the studio and they take you through and you hit like this back alley looking line where it's got like a chain link fence on each side. It's cool. It's like you're in the backstage. They're picking you up in a limousine. So that's where we're at the ride.
Right. And then so you look over and you realize that you are about to ride on a limousine. It's
crazy.
Limousine. It's wild. I've never been in one in my life, and now I'm about to go on a limousine that it's actually topless.
Yeah,
I mean, there's no
convertible
top on this.
limousine.
Yeah, convertible topless. Thank you, convertible. That's the name for that. So
I'm sure many of female fans of Aerosmith have took their top off in their limousine.
So the vehicle is designed to look like a 1962 Cadillac limousine without the top. And each vehicle has a different license plate and plays different Aerosmith songs because the audio system, I can't remember. I feel like there's 5 maybe speakers.
They're right behind your head.
Right.
I think in the front too.
Right.
Like,
so you're like surrounded by this music, right?
Yeah.
And each limousine is playing a different song.
Yeah.
And each limousine has a different license plate.
Everybody's trying to get all the different songs over at Guardians of the Galaxy and Epcot.
Right.
But hey, have you got all the different songs at Rock and Roller Coaster?
So it looks like there's a 6. How many did I say? There's 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So there's 6 limousines in the fleet. Okay, the 6. It says I found something that said like the 6th limo in the fleet has no license plate and is always in refurbishment. The vehicles are rotated in and out of use after a period of many thousands of laps around the track. And then the maintenance team switch out the plate and add the proper song to the new vehicle every time a rotation is made. So if you look at the license plates, they're always a play on the songs, right? So there's one license plate that's BUHBYE.
Bye-bye. That's Star Tours.
And that plays Love in an Elevator.
Nope. They
sung
changed
as
that
Love
song.
in a Roller Coaster.
Love in a roller coaster.
In the last line.
I know, but still.
Right, yeah. Another one is Too Fast for You, and it plays Sweet Emotion.
And then H8 TRFFC, Hate Traffic.
Hate Traffic.
Back in the saddle and doodle like a lady.
So that's just a little fun. I've never looked. I've never looked before we got on the ride to see what we're getting.
You Go Babe plays one of my favorite is Walk This Way.
Didn't they change that? The You Go Babe? Yeah, it used to be has been used as You Go, so they changed it to You Go Girl.
Oh.
Yeah, because I guess they thought maybe that was sexist or something when it's You Go Babe. But yeah, and then only the You Go Girl and Bye-Bye limos have actual countdowns. Yeah. Which I've never paid attention to that. I thought they all had countdowns.
I guess I'm counting down in my head most of the time.
Maybe. I don't know. We're going to pay attention to that when we go. Okay. And then, so you get in there, and I'm sitting down, and I'm like, oh, yes, this is about to be awesome, right? And
G-Force Records knows how to do their
Well, speaking of G-Force Records, we are about to accelerate from 0 to 57 miles per hour in 2.8 seconds with 4.5 G-force.
Dang.
Which is more than an astronaut experiences during a space shuttle launch.
That's crazy. And
That's insane.
Aerosmith is doing this for us in the back alley streets of LA.
And for no reason. We literally just met him, but they're that nice. We just met him like 2 seconds ago, and he's doing this for us. So he's a fun guy. And we didn't mention in the beginning, but there's a 48-inch height requirement.
Yeah,
so,
it's one of the you gotta, little kids can't do this one. So kids, no kids, they got to be a little taller for this one.
Hey, I found something.
What?
That hand gesture thing that was changed in 2016. That means when we were first going for years.
Oh, he was just giving us the shocker the whole time.
And we had no idea.
Dang. I was just like, yeah, what up?
So, it's also the only ride that has a loop in it.
Does it? Is it?
I think so.
I know it does. Is it the only one?
That and Spaceship Earth.
Yeah, that loop is crazy. Rock and Roller Coaster is definitely the thrill ride of Disney World when the kids are like, we want to go on a ride that goes upside down. Well, things feel like they go upside down kind of when you're at Disney World. Like,
what?
When you've drank a lot and you're on like Guardians of the Galaxy and stuff. But actually, Spaceship Earth is the only other. I'm just playing. I'm not going to run that joke into the ground. But actually, yeah, Space Mountain, no loop. Guardians of the Galaxy, no loop. Tron, no loop. So yeah, this is definitely the ride when kids are like, I want to go upside down. This is the one you go to.
You know, and I've been thinking, I don't think I've ever seen any kids cry on this ride.
Mm-mm. We've seen tons cry on Tower of Terror.
Right, and other rides, but I don't feel like I've seen kids crying once they get off of this ride like that, or even scared to get on it, but you can't see it. You know what I mean? Like, and so if it's a first time, them riding it for the first time, they have no idea what they're about to get into.
Yeah, it's one of the most fun rides at Disney World, the most thrill ride at Disney World. So remember your height requirements, and this is the one to go to with kids if they want loops.
So with any theme park, you're going to have people that get hurt a little bit, okay? Like, it happens.
Yeah, so it happens at downtown Disney Magic Kingdom. People just fall in the streets every time we go.
We've seen that
multiple times.
They have a death trap right in the middle of Main Street. Yep. But anyway, so in 2006, there was a 12-year-old from Kentucky, and he was found unresponsive after the ride came to an end. They did CPR. His father actually did CPR, and he was declared dead on the way to the hospital. But the ride was shut down for investigation. It reopened the next day. However, that he had a congenital heart defect, and he died from that. So that's sort of sad.
That is sad.
Yeah, and I don't know if I have no idea if he went into. But they have warnings before you get on these rides. Like, if you're pregnant, if you suffer from high blood pressure, heart issues, things like that.
Yeah.
And of course, they probably had no idea that he had this. But yeah. So from what I found, that's the only injury to come from that ride. So before we play our game, I want to talk about because I know we are not the only ones that say this. Why have they not reimagined it yet? Why do they still have it as Aerosmith?
Aerosmith is the most popular musical artist in the world right now.
Exactly. Like,
duh.
Our kids, when we go there, they're like, we love Aerosmith, right? So we're always like, why have they not changed it? And if they changed it, what would they even change it into? So I wanted to know, like, okay, so if they reimagined it, it would need to be a band that appeals to a wide range of ages, right?
I'll tell you what I think. I've told you this before.
Iconic, high energy music, but also matches the Disney family-friendly image.
Yeah.
Okay? So while you may think Aerosmith doesn't really match that family-friendly image, they have used their songs in a context and made them fit into that, right? So I was thinking, like,
Slipknot.
Perfect. That's exactly what I was thinking. Like, what if they did Disney original songs, right? Like, they changed each section of the ride to different Disney music to the movie to have
What?
matching visuals, right?
What? I don't know. I'm lost.
Like Let It Go, or like a friend. You've got a friend in me. You know what I mean? I just can't wait to be king. And they change each part of the track where that just sort of like. Well, you know what I'm saying, right? You don't know what I'm saying?
I'm so confused.
How are you confused?
Aerosmith
about that?
are singing these songs?
No. Disney, like
I
you
thought you said they were going to
sing the ride,
sing
like the ride
Disney originals.
right, like the original soundtracks to the movies,
And they're singing them, Aerosmith.
Well, Aerosmith is gone and dead. They're not even in this picture anymore. We have reimagined this ride.
I thought you were still talking about Aerosmith.
I don't know why. We have reimagined this ride.
So you're saying this is like Mickey's Philharmonic, but in a roller coaster form.
Yes.
But those songs don't go with the speed of the thing.
But they would.
You imagine going, you got a friend in me.
No, you could use a different song.
And it just slows down, and you're like, people are so mad. They're like, oh, crap, I got the Toy Story one. You got a friend in me. But it just slows down. Well,
there's different.
Let It Go. Whoosh. Let it go. Let it go.
Why?
You imagine taking off and you just hear, let it go. Or freaking Olaf singing puddles, going into puddles and all that stuff.
No, I mean, Aladdin has some high energy songs.
A whole new world.
Not that one. The one when he's riding and you got that song that it's him and he's a friend. The genie.
You're still singing.
The genie when he's singing "The Friend Like Me."
You got a friend.
Not a friend
like me.
in me. I mean, a friend like me, like a where he's.
I know what you're saying, but I'm trying to wait till you start singing it.
I can't think of the words. A friend like. Got a friend like me, oh God, it's going to make me crazy. Is that even the
song?
Oh, the genie is singing, and
I'm a genie in a bottle, baby.
Don't switch.
Come on out of me, yeah.
Oh, I can't think of the word. Okay, but anyway, so that was one way that I thought it could be reimagined. Obviously, that is
I'm going to give a 3 thumbs. I'm going to give a shocker down on that one.
That's awful, Eric. You're so mean.
Why not?
Pop, Taylor Swift. That's what I thought. That shuts you up really quickly because that would be awesome.
I mean, if you're going to say
that would be awesome,
and everybody knows I could care less about Taylor Swift either way. She's got good songs, she's got bad songs. Chiefs are playing the Bills today. Whatever. Doesn't have anything to do with this. Yeah, she fits the perfect criteria. She's got fast songs. Everybody loves her. She is legit the most popular, artist out there. I get that. I'm saying, why didn't they make this Power Line? Why isn't this the freaking Goofy movie ride right now? They're going to the Power Line concert. That fits Hollywood Studios and Disney, that you retheme that into an actual Disney ride, and you could almost keep everything the same except the Power Line music. Yeah, you could. If we listen to each other's hearts. Okay, you're not into that.
I just like my idea better.
Imagine Muppets if they did Dr. Teeth.
Yeah, but none of that is that stuff is just like what I said.
No,
as
Dr.
far
Teeth
as
is nothing like Mickey's Philharmonic in a roller coaster form.
That was a really good idea. Mickey's Philharmonic in a roller coaster form. Friend.
You're still trying to get this.
I can't. I mean, it's making me crazy because I have it in my head. I have to get deeper with it. Do you know what I'm talking about? When it's when the you don't.
I know which one you're talking about.
Why don't you sing it then?
Nah, I'm gonna let you sing it.
Oh God. Okay. And then of course, if they wanted to keep with the classic rock, what if they wanted to do like modern day rock bands? Like who would they use?
Limp Bizkit.
Nickelback?
No, God, no. Oh my gosh. I really don't know. I don't listen to enough modern songs. I don't think to.
Foo Fighters?
No, Dave Grohl. He's canceled right now. I don't know. If you're listening, give us a comment.
Okay.
Apparently, you want this to be an Aladdin ride now.
I love it, and they could change the limos to flying carpets,
stretch carpets,
a stretch magic carpet, a magic stretch carpet.
People are definitely tuned out by now.
All right, let's play this damn game.
Great.
You ready?
No,
yeah.
I'm gonna lose already.
I wish I'd made these so much harder for you because you've made me so mad making fun of me. Okay, so let's play a game. Which of these Aerosmith members does not speak in the pre-show? Are you Googling the answers to the game?
No.
What are you doing? You're Googling the answers to the game. That's a first. You can't cheat.
I was seeing if the Aladdin song was actually called Friend Like Me, and it is actually called Friend Like Me.
Yeah, it is called Friend Like Me.
I couldn't remember if that was the actual name of the song.
Please sing the song for me. So
no.
Damn it. Okay, so which of these Aerosmith members does not speak during the pre-show? Steven Tyler, Joe Perry, Tom Hamilton, Brad Whitford. Tom Hamilton.
I only know Tyler and what's his name?
Well,
John.
Yeah, well, you messed up.
Oh, great.
Tom Hamilton. Okay. Which of these hidden details can be seen during...
I said John. Joe Perry. Sorry.
Which of these hidden details can be seen during the launch sequence? A street sign referencing Sunset Boulevard.
Okay.
A number 5 that lights up in homage to their Aerosmith's 5th album.
Okay.
Neon signs with hidden song lyrics.
Okay.
A hidden Mickey formed by the freeway signs.
The launch sequence, like before we start.
The launch sequence,
or like the whole going
I
straight
think the
before
launch.
we hit. Lord,
I ain't looking at anything during the launch, so it's probably
I feel
not
like,
during the actual launch.
I feel like there is a hidden Mickey. I feel like I know there's the street signs and the lyrics and all that. I'm gonna say, I'm gonna say the 5.
No, why wouldn't you just go with hidden Mickey? Because you said I know there's a hidden Mickey, because that's the right answer. Why didn't you just say that? You said I know there's a hidden Mickey.
Oh.
Why did you go with that?
I don't know.
You said I know there's a hidden Mickey, so the number 5?
You said which one isn't.
Oh, don't you even try to change.
I thought you were saying which one isn't.
Don't you even try to change,
Why would I say
Eric?
I know there is a hidden Mickey, so I'm going to go with 5? I thought you said which one wasn't in there.
You are lying.
I'm not lying.
Yes, you...
I thought you said which one isn't.
Eric, you know exactly. You are just trying to save yourself.
No, I'm not.
Last one. What is the original name of the land now known as Sunset Boulevard? Hollywood Boulevard, the Streets of America, New York Street, or Sunset Avenue?
God. I feel like it's completely different than what it was. Is it Streets of America?
Yes.
Yeah, I thought
it is.
I remember,
you got it. Good job. You finally got one.
Yeah. Loving a roller coaster.
Okay, you done? That's all I got.
I'm
you got
pumped up
anything else?
right now.
You got anything else?
No. Hold on. Let's rock and roll, baby.
You got anything else?
I don't think so. I think this is definitely a must ride when you go to Disney, especially when your kids are tall enough to ride it. I think it's just thrill enough and crazy enough to set it apart from all the other rides.
And just hope that it's not. We went a long time with it being in refurbishment, so we didn't get to ride it. But
it was in refurbishment for almost a year.
And I don't think it. If it were me personally, I would try to plan to ride this early, and that way, if it goes down, then you can try to ride it again later in the day. Like, don't put it off until the end of the day, because then it could be down. You know what I mean? And then you've missed your chance to ride it.
Yeah, keep checking My Disney Experience on that one, because it will go down. Don't wait in the line too long. When it's super hot, you'll burn up. And just enjoy those backstage passes and that stretch limo, baby.
Let's go.
Let's go.
Let's go. You go, girl.
You go, girl, and you go over to Instagram and follow the show. It's a Small Disney podcast. You can also follow me at Whiskey Mutant, and you can follow April at SmithApril859. Keep listening, keep commenting. Let us know what you want to hear. We're having fun doing this, and I guess we'll see you next time. I'm Eric.
I'm April.
And this is
Loving a Roller Coaster. See, that's why I don't do this.
That's
why I don't do it, because I can't. It sounds awful.